What's the deck request you have?
So it's for the person who we made the Kraken Leviathans for
What
because
is all this now?
oh that's new.
Cool.
But anyway, she's been thinking of
What is this?
oh that's
Eh?
cool. I guess it was like packages.
What the fuck is this?
I'm kind of curious. Like it says mana base 4 to 5 colors expand. It shows like a package for like a green ramp board wipes.
Interesting.
Oh, maybe you could set up because look, it says mine bookmarked all. So maybe you could even end up making those. So like you know how when we add like the counterspell package or the creature draw package, maybe we could like have those set up so you could like add them when we're doing a deck list.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Anyway,
Wait, so which one do I click here now? The
I
deck is viewable with a direct link, but not shown in lists. Like, no, the deck is
maybe just
not.
don't click any of those.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
So we're
Hello.
gonna
What's up? How's it going, Marty?
what's going up?
What's up? What's up, friends?
So anyway, we're gonna build. We're gonna call the deck bug off,
Okay.
and Kirsten loves bugs and creepy crawlies, so she wants to do a bug tribal deck, and we do have a newer one that's not terrible. It's kind of like a graveyard like strategy.
There's
'Cause let's
also
see,
there's also Grist, weirdly enough.
yeah, but he's like not really an insect deck. Like kind of
No.
is. He's also like $10.
Yes.
So we are gonna try it. Like the request was like definitely under 100, and don't like not try to get up to 100. Let's try. Basically, we're trying to do. This is gonna be one of our like dollar budget challenges.
Okay.
But because they've been enjoying the game,
Mm.
and maybe this might be the first one that she tries to actually buy.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
for sure.
it's Zask Skittering Swarmlord. It's 5 mana for a 5/5. You could play lands and insects from your graveyard. And whenever another insect dies, you put it at the bottom of your library, but then you mill 2 cards. And then for 2 mana, he gives insect because it gets +1 and death touch at the end of the turn. So while you don't make huge threats, like they can be kind of annoyingly death touchy, and it's kind of like a self mill because there's a lot of really good cards that actually work with the milling that ends and playing out of your graveyard
Uh huh.
that trigger a lot of stuff. Like there's 2 crawling cards that if you like have a creature enter your graveyard or one that leaves your graveyard, um, because the way the commander works is when it dies, it goes into the graveyard, then it triggers and goes onto the bottom of the deck. So you get all the ETB of going to the graveyard shenanigans and leaving shenanigans.
This is kind of weird.
Yeah, so it's like a bug or so build a bug mill thing. So like a good example is Insidious Roots is a really cool card that would work that can actually make you go kind of far in this deck.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll go. Then again,
I
we're gonna.
built a Grist deck for $35 that was full insect, completely meme, completely hilarious when it milled 20 insects in a row. Yeah, see that? I mean, that's the good part about Grist, right? I mean, Grist would be good in here, but it's a lot of the budget.
Yeah, like I said, we're trying to keep. This is gonna be a super budget list, and when showing the two, because she also likes like centipede, millipede type things even more. Yeah, keep in mind this is again like a for more definitely on the more for fun side where it's much more on theme as they're enjoying the game and just kind of want to play with the things that they like and caring less about just like winning combos. But another thing we could also do is they also like the idea of like I feel like she's gonna end up being a blue player because she's like, I saw a card like Laboratory Maniac. I kind of want to build a deck around that.
Oh
Like,
no.
well, I said like the easiest and probably simple is like a Nehru Meha with
Mm,
like a blink because it's in your command zone. So you just wait until you have the card. You run the cheap spell tutors, and then you get to go infinite like from your command zone.
mm-hmm.
And you still budget blue control anyway. So first card. Uh,
We need to get all the insects.
yeah.
She's
So
she's
there's
she's around $6. I'll put her in the maybe board.
yeah. That's kind of the reason why we didn't pick Gris itself. I'm like Caustic Caterpillar because again you sacrifice it and it triggers the commander. Same with Haywire Mite, because even though it's an artifact, it is still a an insect. Cool insects. Also, well, Hornet Queen, obviously.
Wow, Haywire Might is $3.
Yeah, because it's used in like every commander deck that
Well,
could run it.
no, not Commander. It's actually run in Modern and Legacy
Oh,
because of Urza Saga.
oh, is it?
Yeah. I mean, look at it. It deals with the One Ring. Because
Oh,
it
true,
exiles it.
true. Um. So anyway, I know they're not
Why
insects,
did
but
they... Oh, I see why they specified that. So that it can't hit artifact creatures. I've just never seen it worded like that, but it was kind of smart. Because then it could hit artifact creatures as well. I've never
yeah.
seen it just say non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. But whatever. Okay, so...
So
What's next?
so there's look at these crawling sensation. I think we're gonna play a few effects like this because they're all pretty budget. Free packs, he says in the One Ring. Thoughts on the Capenna Tudor lands? Actually, yeah, I kind of like
What's
that
up,
idea.
RK? What's up, RK Stash?
Yeah, and the One Ring to rule them all.
Thoughts on Capenna and Tudor lands? We're huge fans, honestly.
No, yeah, especially have you been seeing what they do in Standard? How there's the new like combo deck with them because there's a creature that you sack to return all your lands to the battlefield tapped, but all of them ETB. They all trigger, and you play with Nissa, so that you get basically double land. The funny thing is that the deck runs only basics and those fetch lands because they don't need any dual lands. And Nissa triggers so many times you end up making like 30 mana, 40 mana.
What's up,
It's kind of
RK?
gross.
What's up, RK? Stash, how you doing?
Yo, it's
But yeah,
popping in the chat. What's up, everybody? What's up, my dudes?
yeah, but we love the Capenna lands. If it's like a choice between like Evolving Wilds or like them, but like if you're like a landfall deck, like you could play some number of them. But the thing is, a lot of the time you're just gonna try to play your like fetches if you're like not a budget deck. But as far as like, they work really good with like cards that put lands into play tap because they happen immediately. So like if you are playing like a budget landfall deck, they're probably like the best ones that you can play. Like you should play all the ones that you can play. They're definitely better than Terramorphic and Evolving. You also just get a random life as well, which is nice. So, all right. So what's next?
Then there's
Still
another one.
looking for insects.
It's called Crawling Infestation. So it's funny. There's two crawlings, and again, because we play a lot of stuff out of our graveyard, and this helps mill.
Mm-hmm.
And again, super budget.
Wait, I want to look up Pest Infestation. I don't think it's budget though. I gotta check.
It also doesn't make insects. It makes pests.
Oh right, you're right.
It's a $10 card. I mean, that card's cracked. No,
Well,
don't get me wrong. I love that card.
Yeah. Dense pop off in my lands decks. Yeah, the Capenna lands are fantastic in landfall decks, especially if you play Scape Shift, like, and you get them tapped and then they trigger right away. So you're basically doubling your lands that enter off Scape Shift. You know, it's pretty good because it doesn't matter while they enter tap. So,
Moldgraph Millipede. Yeah, I love Pest Infestation. It goes hard.
Yeah.
Horde.
It's also a vintage stable.
Hornet Queen.
We got that.
We got that?
Yeah.
What do you think about Hornet's Nest?
I mean, it's a budget deck. That's probably fine.
Also run the Scoot Mob.
Oh, the classic.
We could try and get Scoot Swarm in there as well. I mean, it's not the most expensive. I just know it's got a little bit of price.
I think we should definitely fit it. Hold on.
Hey, look, it's $0.
Wow, guys, it's so
For
bad.
free. Everybody gets
free.
Scoot Swarm. It's free.
Oh, because it's getting a reprint. That's nice. That means hopefully the. Oh
in
no.
the pre-con.
Oh no, it's so much. It's like $5.
Yeah, it's still $5.
The promo is
Cheaper.
What? I mean, I think we should try and just make it work. Like, it's
Yeah.
one of the best ones, and we're gonna play Landfall. Well, we're gonna play like Green Ramp, like Land
Mm-hmm.
Ramp is what I'm trying to say.
Because remember, we also get to play lands from our graveyard. So,
Uh huh.
oh, you know what? Anything that gives us additional land plays, especially we can play it from our graveyard, might be really good. Because we have a new one, the Case of the Locked Hot House, which is probably a little bit more budget than like the other extra land plays we have.
And then what's the there's another one that we got that like, oh man, what is it? It's one of the classes maybe.
Oh, Druid class.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. It's already over $1 for that bulk rare bullshit. Yeah, but yeah, Druid class when you level it up.
Also,
Giant
isn't the dinosaur like also? Hold on, let me check.
No, I don't think so.
Let's check. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, look, he's $1 now.
Oh, he is? Oh, okay.
Do we want to play that or no?
Yeah, yeah. I think he's fine.
Yeah, he's $1 now.
Giant Adaphage. He's whenever it deals combat damage to
Big fan.
player, you make a token of it. So it's a 7/7 trample.
Oh, that's so much easier. Look at that.
Stinger Cave Crawler. He's the one. It's a death touch that has Descend. And considering we're going to have a lot of stuff, he also said Springleaf Avenger, which I actually do like in this because whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, and it's got Ninjutsu.
So this one, Stinger Crave Crawler. This
yeah.
one? And then wait, what was the one he said?
Springleaf Avenger. I actually really like that one. It's a newer one from Kamigawa, and then it's kind of nifty. Yeah.
It's this one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at how cool that is.
Right? It's like a grasshopper.
Ninja bugs.
Circuit Mender.
Wait, what's the like one from the unset that has like I remember it was like you had to throw it from like 2 feet or something.
Oh, Chaos Confetti.
No, that's not Chaos Confetti. Chaos Confetti you tear up and you throw it. There's one that do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like from the unset. I think it's an insect. It's like a praying mantis, and you're supposed to throw it from like 2 feet, and anything it hits on the table, like it like kills or something. I can't remember what it was called.
Slaying Mantis.
Yeah.
Enters the battlefield by being thrown from a distance of at least 3 feet. When it enters the battlefield, it fights each creature an opponent controls that touched it as it entered.
It won't even let me. It won't even let me look it up because it's not legal.
Yeah. But Giant Ladybug.
Yes, Giant Ladybug.
It just tutors for a land and puts it on top because if we're milling stuff at times, it kind of doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other ones I saw was a Spinal Centipede. Again, because I think it'll be a fair card because it just puts a counter on something, but like when it dies, that's fine because like we're milling it.
Got it.
Did it add it? Where is it? I don't see it.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay. Primordial Gnar. It has a Discover 3 when it dies.
Dude, that Gnar.
Primordial Gnar. It goes around.
So yeah. I like this, but you have to be a lot more like this one Gnar, that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's this one?
Mm-hmm.
When it dies, discover 3. Ooh. Pretty cool.
Crash of Rhino Beetles.
Should we play things to sack them? Oh, Crash Rhino Beetles, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Well, it's actually, we have a perfect one for that. One I think that will go really well in the deck. It's called Azoni Thousand-Eyed. So you get sack a creature that gain a life and draw a card. But he also has, when he enters the battlefield, you get a 1/1 black and green insect token for each creature card in your graveyard. It's a Azoni Thousand-Eyed. I'm not sure. I guess maybe it'll add it. Yeah, that's top one.
Yes, this one. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yes.
Yeah, he's really good. We also run Nantuko Husk because he's an insect.
The classic.
Yeah, it's true. Trample does seem. That's right. Things with trample are really good because our commander gives a death touch, so it only applies 1 damage. Ant Queen because it just puts a bug into play.
We should probably play like Garruk's Uprising
Oh, 100%.
just to give the trample.
Or and also Shamanic Revelation because it could be a go wide deck. Um, Old Rustine just because he mills and makes insects.
And then you said Old Rustine, right?
Yeah, he just mill. He's like the value mill guy.
Oh, Ant Queen was already in the deck, it said?
Ant
Okay.
Queen?
Yeah, I guess it was.
No.
Did Old Rutstein got in. And I got Garruk's Uprising. And
So here's a
there's
cool.
new
It's called,
insects from Fallout. I don't know what they are.
oh yeah, there's a roach thing.
Boatfly Swarm. I'm going to
Yeah,
look.
yeah, it's bloat and infesting roach. They're actually both pretty cool. I was given cake.
Enters the battlefield with 5 counters if it would be dealt damage. Okay, yeah. Sure.
Infesting rad roach. Actually, let me see something real quick.
We should probably play things that like mill, right?
I just want to read how this is worded. There's a card I was thinking of. I just don't remember what its actual name was.
Come back, that'll make you jump, jump.
Let me read how this works.
Okay, we got
Okay,
21 creatures.
never mind. I don't like that. I don't like that. Um. So, do we get insidious roots? That's a cool one too, because again, we play a lot of stuff out of our graveyard.
Yeah.
Now, this is an amazing one, but
Conrad?
yeah, because he can mill too.
Sir Conrad, yeah. He is also $1. That's good.
Now, I don't. This one might be hard to get into budget, but Amzu, if you look up Amzu Swarms Hunger. We'll put in the maybe board for now and see if we get the fit.
Oh, it's $12.
Yeah.
This is not a bad insect commander either. Giving Menace. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you may create a 1/1 black-green insect token equal to the greatest. That's pretty good.
Yep. Not only that, 'cause remember it says any card, so even that means the lands that we play make bugs. Now they don't get +1 counters on them, but
Okay, let's get some draw stuff in there. You said Shamanic Revelation?
yeah, I think that'd be good too.
Shamanic Revelation. Okay, then we can do Beast Whisperer. Let me see how much he is. It's only $2. We should definitely play it. Primordial Sage, we'll get the cheap ones in. And Soul of the Harvest. Okay. Those are the cheap ones.
We can do Moldervine Reclamation because we're gonna hopefully like have our stuff die a bunch.
Yes. Oh, what a card! Oh my god, I forgot about Moldervine. What
Yeah,
a dumb card.
Because we definitely put in more budgety
Did
stuff,
you
but
get
like
Swarmyard? Oh, right, the land. There's a land,
that's the
right?
land, right?
But isn't
Yeah,
it expensive?
yeah,
Hold
we
on.
gotta check the price on it.
$12.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that we might have to pass on that one. That is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
uh, how how much do you feel about
I guess
uh
Life Crafters bestiary.
oh, actually, it's going Devouring Swarm. It's another insect, but you could sack a creature to give it +1/+1 the end of the turn.
Devouring.
It's kind of like a non-Tuco Husk, except a little bit worse. I think they're looking at cards that they like, and they're like, "Is Victimize good?" Like, yes, Victimize is very good. Yeah, Swarmyard's. You know, we need a reprinting of Swarmyard. Oh, I was curious to see how much it would cost to finish foiling out my Azami deck.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like $500, which isn't bad for a bunch of the foils.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because some of the older ones, like, unfortunately, I think there's two cards that I'll never be able to get foil because they just don't have foil printings. Because one was a part of a commander deck, and the other one was just they didn't have foils back then.
Why is it? What is going on?
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to look for Harvester of Souls. Why is it not coming up?
It says it was added.
Okay, but it wasn't showing it in the search.
Oh no, maybe it's just still loading.
Because Harvester seems fine.
Now, how about Skull Clamp? I know it's a little. I know it's like $5 or something right now, but like this feels like it'd be a great Skull Clamp deck because we make a lot of 1/1 insects.
It's $7.
That's seven.
Here, hold on. Let me.
Yeah, it's worth
Fallout. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, some of the pre-con commander decks end up actually making it the more expensive. I guess not. Man, Skull Clamp good card apparently.
There you go. The list one is only $4 if you want to play it. It's probably worth it. Threshold cards. I
Yo,
mean,
how about this? Right, read this. Look at Cellar Door.
cellar door.
Target player puts the bottom card of his or her library into her graveyard. Because when our insects die, they go to the bottom of the deck.
Uh huh.
And so that means Cellar Door will always hit because if it's a creature card, you get a 2/2 zombie, and it puts it back into the graveyard so we can play it from our graveyard.
Cool.
That's kind of an interesting interaction.
Do the creatures go to the graveyard with our commander?
Yes, because it says when they die, and to die they have to be in the graveyard.
I mean,
So,
Tormod wouldn't be bad because they leave the graveyard, right?
yeah,
Does
they
that
do.
work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we could play Tormod.
That's why the big cards we're playing like are the crawling infestation, crawling sensation, because they trigger in both ways when we're playing stuff, and because they go to the graveyard and then they leave.
Threshold wouldn't be bad because we should also probably play some mill as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can play some of the. I think some of the dredge cards are going to be good in here since.
Yeah, because we put a few in already actually, because crawling sensation and crawling infestation both actually mill.
I want to look up the card conspiracy. I want to see how much that is. Mm. Oh, it's only $2. Creature cards you own that aren't in play, creature spells you control, and creatures you control. So does that count stuff in play as well? And in the graveyard? Conspiracy?
But I guess we just name insects, but aren't they basically all insects outside of like two or three anyway?
No, we're starting to get like a good amount of non-insect.
Yeah, but then I think we could just run like our normal, just green, like bring back stuff that we normally do, like or black green recovery, like victimize, like you said,
Well,
is
I was thinking of playing that because it lets us play these back from the graveyard because they'd be insects.
yeah, but we're
It would.
also in the best color for just playing reanimation.
That is true. We could
Like
play
like I,
the. We could play the. How much is Phyrexian Reclamation?
we have squirming emergence is that new one that's really nice. Dread return is budget and it could go into the graveyard. Like you said, victimize is pretty poggers.
Oh, it's $5. I don't think we could play Pal Siege. How much is the new Virtue? $13. That's a no.
Yeah, no, the
And what
virtues
was?
are all way too much. But I was saying like stuff like dread return, squirming emergence, victimize.
Ooh.
Now they are just like one-time reanimation things, but like
Yeah, but it's.
a squirming emergence puts any non-land permanent into play, which is cool. And again, dread return getting milled doesn't really hurt us because we could use it from our graveyard and get a whole bunch of triggers when sacking a bunch of stuff.
Also, we can play like a Timeless Witness. And a Zendikar Resurgent. Can't forget that.
Yeah, they check out the price on that.
Oh.
It's not so bad.
Hold on. It's not that much. Okay.
I want to get some ramp spells in there.
Yeah, so we can get a Soul Ring.
Oh, another card I kind of like in these type of strategies is something like a Grizzly Salvage, just like a quick dump of cards, and then you get to take a creature or land into your hand if you hit one. And it's just a nice, like, let's just dump 5 right off the bat. Also, our commander's big enough to make Entish Restoration work.
That is true.
I like me an Entish Restoration.
Then we can play Cultivate.
Also, like the Rolling Regrowth and the Harrow because they sack lands, so like we get to play those again.
I think I'd rather play over Rolling Regrowth the creature, the Spring Bloom Druid, because it'll trigger all the creature effects.
It said Fat Wandering. Oh, Far Wandering. Sorry, I was like Fat Wandering.
What is that?
Fat Wandering. That's me when I'm just out and about.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Uh, Probably like Secure Tri-Builder, I guess.
I still think we should. Did you get at least Harrow in there? I just like those just because.
Well, I got Harrow, Entish, and
Right.
yes, I got Kodamas, I got Cultivate. We got that.
Um, what about like you think for removal?
What if we played the guy that we like that like isn't in tomb every turn? Because like that's basically something that we get to play every turn.
As for I know what you're talking about. I just forgot what his name was.
Sully something. Hold on.
It's is he sack or discard?
No, it's is it lore mage? Hold on. Is it something lore mage?
I think I know who you're talking about.
Auric lore mage. Yeah, that seems good. Because we basically just get to tutor something every turn with our commander, whether it's a land or. That seems
Said
good.
Crozen Restorer as well. Check that out.
Oh look. Not bad. I think we like should just play some mill. Like, do we want to play the dredge creatures or like we could?
I mean, there is a dread, but he's so expensive to play. Never mind. I was just looking if there's any dredge insects. Um, how much is that? Oh, what's that card? It's like
We could play the shambling one that sacks itself. I've always liked that one, shambling shell or whatever it
oh
is.
yeah. I think it's a plant technically, but like, but still, it self mills.
There's also Gogari Thug that I like because it puts something on top. 19 cents as well. Uh, oh right, yeah, we should play Gravebreaker because our commander, yeah, it makes stuff cost less. That's true. Oh, what's the guy that whenever you draw a card, you look at the top three and the two go in the graveyard?
Um, I don't think we need him.
I don't know. Putting
Undergrowth touch for that. Well, now we're just like building. We're putting all this like not insect stuff in there, and we're gonna have like more of that than insect stuff. And we're just building like a traditional like mill dredge deck.
no, it's just like the mill stuff is good. Oh, he's only $1 now too. It's just the mill stuff is good with the deck because
But I like Masked Vandal is like also because it's every creature type, and we could also exile an artifact or enchantment with it when it ETBs.
okay. All right. What are we gonna do for removal?
Our commanders are removal. We swing with insects and give them death touch. Oh, so Masked Vandal's one. In Grook's Wake because we probably are going to be able to ramp or get up a bunch of lands. Like I like in Grook's Wake.
Uh,
Terra Sunder also is fantastic. It just gets rid of anything or exiles anything too.
all right. That one's crazy.
Um, what's the? Oh, it's like 5 mana. You choose something for each person and destroy it. Or like
Win Grace's judgment.
yeah, I'm not sure if it got reprinted or not, but
It's 27 cents.
yo, there's a Gengar going hard as hell right now in the chat. Look at him go.
Yo, what's up, Sean? How you doing? Binding of the Old Gods is a good one as well.
Oh yeah, because also ramp too. Dreadbore I like. No, the Dreadbore Death Spout or Death Sprout because it's the removal and a ramp card.
Yes.
So it kind of almost does the same thing that basically kind of same thing we're gonna get with binding.
Isn't like Ash Trophy like nothing? Hold on, I want to look.
Yeah, because it's got a bunch of reprints, hasn't it?
Let me look.
Nameless inversions also not bad.
$2.
Also, it's got reprinted again. Remember when Abrupt Decay used to be so expensive?
Nameless Inversion is a weird one.
Oh, you know why it works? Because it's a changeling. It's an
Yeah, no,
insect.
I know. Yeah, I know it works in the graveyard. Yeah. Uh,
That's cool. I like that. Though, unless something's too big, it doesn't get. A card I actually kind of like in a strategy like this is Culling Ritual. Because that also hits people's mana rocks and it gets them really salty, and I love it. And makes you a lot of mana. Because even if we lose all of our small creatures, we just mill up.
how
That
much
just
is
mills
the
us.
how much is the Ancient Silverback? Because we can just do that. Or Silverback Elder, I mean.
A Culling Ritual, though.
Oops. How much is he? No. He's like close to $5. Okay, we gotta get lands in. Okay. All right. Let's.
The one trade off with Nameless Inversion, though, is if the creatures that you want to kill are too big, you're not really killing anything. But it could be really good to take out a whole bunch of small stuff.
Derek, what's the name of the land that like sacks a creature and you draw a card?
I know this one.
It's green. It's green black.
Yeah. It's something backwoods. Grim backwoods, I believe. It's funny. So I'm listening to like music, and I'm not gonna lie, those Gengars are going in time with the music right now, and it's kind of rocking my world. Let's go.
32 cents. Nice. All right, so we can get some of our budget lands. So we can do a.
You know what's kind of cool in this too is, I mean, I guess they're kind of slow, but both of the Discover 4 lands, because they are both really budget.
What are they
I know
called?
it's a Hidden Necropolis and Hidden Nursery. They're both called Hidden something.
There's a lot of things with hidden in its name.
So Hidden Necropolis and Nursery. So if you just press Hidden N, it should get both of them. Look at that. Beautiful.
Cool. Then we can get
Um,
the temple.
a Deckmore Salvage.
Yes, we can definitely play Dakmor Salvage. And a Bajuka Brog, probably.
Oh, what's the isn't there a Drown Yard? If it's in your graveyard, you could play it. Actually, I guess never mind. Our commander just lets us play lands from the graveyard. Never mind. You know what's also kind of cool? If we could discard a cycling
Oh,
land to draw a card, and then play the cycling land from the graveyard.
Graveshifter's not bad.
Oh, because it's a changeling. He's a bug.
What did you say, Derek? Which land?
Um, like the Tranquil Thicket and Barren Moor, the cycling lands, because you could cycle them, draw a card, then play them from your graveyard as land for turn. So you're getting like double value out of them.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. People are gonna build this commander as just like a green black like landfall deck.
Yeah, that's kind of. I think that's the main people build with it. We run Myriad Landscape.
And I want Bajuka Bog.
Yeah.
Okay, we need some more. What's
River,
the what's
River
what's
Tears Outlook.
Overlook, you mean?
Yeah, sorry. Because all the ones that have green and black, right, is the ones we're looking for. Uh, Also, before we get to the rest of them, bladed woodland. That's the sack. Get 2 lands.
What's the pain land?
Llanowar wastes.
Okay.
Um. So this is search your forest. So Broker's Hideout gets a forest.
Broker's hideout.
And Cabaret Courtyard gets the forest. Maestro's Theater is for swamp. And then Obscura Storefront is the other swamp. So we got the 2 forests, 2 swamps, and then the one that gets both swamp and forests.
Okay.
Um, we could play Path of Ancestry because again, it's we're bug boys. I think Woodland Cemetery is still budget. Tainted Wood I think would be fine because I think we have a lot of things that like tutor for basics, so it'd be really easy to get a swamp. Um,
Do we want any MDFCs?
can we fit any?
Like, what do you mean, like price wise?
Yeah, I think the only one I would probably want to run is the green one. Probably good.
Yeah, we're only at $60.
Okay. We could definitely fit I think the $11 bug thing. I think that thing is the first thing to go in. The very front. I think that thing's pretty good.
Okay. Okay, so let's fix the lands. Let's see the colors. Pretty, yeah, more green, but like not bad on the black. Uh, okay, that's
We don't
36
need.
land.
All right.
Okay, we only got to cut 8 cards.
Okay, it's not too bad.
We should look in the creatures. There's 40 creatures.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything that looks bad.
This top row. We could cut Hornet's Nest.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I like it, but it's so.
This one.
You're right there. It's just because you can't attack with it, so like it's only ever for blocking, and then like it just seems I don't think it comes up that much. Maybe giant ladybug.
Giant ladybug, you said?
But then again, it does. Yeah, I think it's just fine.
You don't like it?
I kind of like it. Just it just puts a land on top is cool.
I don't want to cut too many insects.
Yeah, true. I'm not a battle restorer. I know the untapped 3 lands is cool, but I just don't like depending on it as a ramp source.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh, Just hearing weird noises outside.
I can't believe this is $1 now. It's so good for $1.
What is?
The Underrealm Lich. It is
Oh
such a
yeah,
ridiculous card.
it does look like it did just get reprinted.
Yeah, whatever C
Oh
is.
whoa! Someone says he's never gonna give me up. Yo, Sean's never gonna give us up. He's never gonna let you down.
Uh-huh. Uh yeah. Anything here you don't like?
Um, I think Palisade. I don't think we super. I don't know because I think a lot like there's a few stuff we want to get out of the graveyard, but most of what we want to do, I don't know if we need it. Do I want to take a turn off to play Palisade? But then again, it could get the bugs out, but we can play bugs from the graveyard anyway. So it's just for the things that aren't bugs.
Well, think of it like this, right? It's giving us another card to play, as well as the fact that our commander can cast them from the graveyard. Cause like it's another card that like another bug that we get back. Like so, whether we're playing it from our hand or from our graveyard, it ends up being the same, right?
Well, remember, like
It it,
there.
it ends up being the same because
Well, no,
we
because
have to
one puts
cast
into
it, right?
right. Yeah, yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, if it puts it in our hand and we're casting it from our grave. It's the same thing. So
It's just if do I want to spend the 5 mana of the previous turn to put it out?
right.
I guess
All I'm
it's still
saying
good.
is, yeah. The question is like, how much do we think reliably we're even gonna have insects in our graveyard to want to play this? Like, yeah, we don't have to. That's the what I was trying to like talk about because we do play like a decent amount of things that mill, but
I can't believe Windgrace's Judgment's down to 27 cents. That card used to be like $15 when it first came out
yeah,
because
yes,
it
it
didn't
did.
have any reprints.
Yeah, but now it's got a ton. So
I think I like the rest of this stuff. Yeah, I like all this stuff. Maybe we could cut Cellar Door. I think it's just cute. Because I also think the other part of our deck is we have a lot of land fetching. So if we put something to the bottom of the deck and we have like all of our land things, we're probably going to shuffle away what's at the bottom a majority of the time anyway.
mm-hmm.
And especially if we want to do our landfall triggers first or whatever. I hate the new artwork for Cast a Caterpillar. Can you please go up and change that? I'm gonna cry. I think he's on like a top middle. Like, look at it. I don't know. I don't like him. Get him out of here. That's not my Costa Caterpillar. There you go. There's our boy.
Okay.
And that was all. Now all is right with the world.
4 more cards.
Uh,
I don't want to cut any more insects. We should count, by the way. Like we should count everything that counts as well. Like the
yeah.
So we got our commander as an insect, but that doesn't really count. So we got 1, and it makes insects, so it's kind of like 2. And then we got 3, and it makes insects, so it's like kind of like 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and it makes
3.
insects, so yeah.
11 and a half.
Yeah. 12, 13.
Can you get
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Oh my god! Wait.
Technically 20 because we could put it in the graveyard,
Yeah.
but not really. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and then 26 because it makes copies. 27.
Then our
Yeah,
enchantments.
yeah, then our enchantments. So 27,
28,
28, 29,
and
30,
then
and then we have 31.
I don't think any lands we have that do it.
No. Oh, we're also playing like this and that as well. So,
Oh yeah,
and we have seasons pass, so we can like keep using these as well. So we're definitely good on
yeah. Oh, Tom, something I thought was really gross, right? So play Hornet Queen, right?
Uh-huh.
Sack it, do the mill, then use the Lore Mage to tutor it to put it back into our graveyard to recast it.
Oh yeah, Lore Mage is actually kind of gross in this deck because it gets shuffled back in.
Yeah, any bug that we need, or like imagine we sack Haywire Might, put it back on top, or we sack Caustic Caterpillar.
Wait,
Also,
there's probably a way to make that go infinite. If there was like a way in green that when a creature enters or like something leaves, we can like untap it or something. There's probably some way to like make that go infinite that I can't think of right now.
things just need a way to cast. You still have to cast it or get it back out, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so how many cards left? We need 4 cards still. We're still playing 38 creatures.
Yeah. Maybe we cut the shambling shell. Maybe we don't need that. Because every time an insect dies, it's also mill. Because our commander mills too.
You're right. Hmm.
He's got these cool like chat emojis, and I don't, and it makes me sad.
We
Like I'm just
also ended up only playing one way to give everything trample. I'm also not a huge fan of life crafters anymore. We got other things
yeah.
that are going to draw cards. I think Sirach and Goreclaw is a little. What's our price at? 75. How much is Sirach and Goreclaw right now?
I don't think they're worth that much, right? It's like
I
it
think
had
they're
like
like
500.
$5. I think they're like five
Are
bucks.
they really? I guess haste enabler in green that doesn't hit everybody.
Yeah,
Now look at that.
I still think we fit it because the deck can use it, and we need another trample enabler because trample and death touch is good. Uh,
Am I crazy to say that maybe we just cut the thug?
yeah, we could if you want.
I would much rather just
We do have like a lot of ways to sacrifice. So like the dredge isn't terrible, but like if you
the
just,
thing is, do I want to give up my draw to I guess I kind of do.
it's fine. It's whatever. We also don't like a. I mean, a 2/2s is pretty good at like this budget level.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's good. Maybe we're playing too many recursive things. Which out of these three do you not like? I think this one's probably the best
Yeah,
between these two.
I think maybe squirming emergence is the word. Squirming emergence is meant to cheap out big things, which I don't think we really need. And plus, it's limited what it can get out because it needs stuff in the graveyard. So having it early is not as great as like a victimize or something.
Right. Uh. Plus, this guy can also tutor the dread return. Uh. What does Spore Mound make?
It makes plants, I think,
Okay.
or like fungus.
There's a fungus among us?
You say Among Us?
Among us.
Among Us.
Among us. There's a fungus
Imposter.
among us. Dude, Terror Thunder is so stupid.
Yep.
This is also
So
another. This is also another vintage cube card. Terror Thunder, they love it.
I mean, Exiles.
Well, yeah, and it. Yeah, it's just so good because there's so many busted artifacts and enchantments in vintage. Like, I mean, the player that I watch, they ban Time Vault. They don't allow it because, like, Time Vault kind of runs the vintage cube if you ever allow it to be played.
Maybe we cut out one of the big 6-drop drawers.
No, I think we're like getting a little light on draw.
But draw's not as important because our mill becomes kind of our pseudo draw.
Not
So like drawing isn't.
exactly. It's not exactly the same. Like getting to play things out of the grave compared to like also getting to draw is definitely different.
True, but like, I also
We
think
could
we are
probably
playing.
just cut one of the removal spells because we have a lot of creatures that are doing it as well.
Well, kind of. They're mostly like death touchy.
Well, no, there's this. There's the Wirewood symbiote.
Well, I mean, they don't get
There's
rid of
also
creatures
the
though.
there's also the Mass Vandal.
But I'm saying they don't get rid of creatures.
Right. But we
Um,
could like what maybe like a Grizzly Salvage or
well, Grizzly Salvage is just a mill card that grabs us something. But I guess we could cut the Grizzly Salvage. Maybe that's not the deck. It's not the deck for it.
okay. That's that.
Yeah, so I think it did pretty good for like requesting for as much under 100 as we could.